They sometimes when they unplug appliances, when there's no need, they found out when they receive the bill, they save money. Okay? If they save water, they save money when they see the bill. And if take public transit system, they save money because they don't need to drive. Oil price is quite high in the past. Then they find out it's also saving money, and it's not inconvenience to their daily life. Then they change their habits. So that's what we are doing now. Very soft, indirect approach to make people recognize the importance of saving energy. That's one way. Another way is we must improve our public transit system. So it's very convenient and accessible to every citizen in the county. For example, in remote areas, if you want to take a bus, you don't need to pay cash or you don't need to buy a ticket. There's a card, easy go card. Yeah. You just go there and put the card close to the equipment, the sensor, then it's paid. It's very convenient, and this kind of service is very pervasive now. So what we want to do now is to improve our public transit system, so people like to use it, and then drive less. People use less water, electricity, so people can generate less carbon dioxide to make this city green.
I think anyone who's lived in Taipei County over the past few years have noticed that a lot of roads are being built, a lot of expressways are being constructed. Can you tell us about the efforts to reduce traffic congestion in Taipei County?
That's one good question, because you're building roads for more cars, more vehicles, for sure. And people still have the habits to drive instead of using public transit system. So how to make their habit change is a big challenge to us. However, we are encouraging people to take a public transit system. We're building more MRT stations. So people feel, it's easier if they don't drive. If there's a traffic jam, they hate about it. Then say, why don't you use the public transit system? So what we try to solve this problem by two ways. First is like what I just said, improving public transit system to be accessible and convenient to everybody. The second thing is convince them to drive less. You can ride bicycle, you can walk to short distance. You can kind of riding bicycle or do exercise outdoors, so it's good to your health. It's moving toward a health concern issue to them, and so when they say, I don't drive, if I walk or I ride bicycle, it's also good to our health. And also enjoy natural beauty, the environments. It's like different approaches. Here you're talking about more than 3.8 million residents. They have different needs. They have different preoccupation. Communication is also one important element. That's what we're doing now. So we're trying to communicate with the people living in communities, especially education in schools. By educating the students can go home and teach their parents, how important the carbon dioxide reduction is, and how important to do exercise by riding bicycles, things like that.
Well, that's very interesting, and we're going to have more when we get back from this break. We're going to be talking about green areas and other efforts to reduce carbon. We'll be right back.
我有听讲日本近日一律都是用瓦斯车啦，听他们说空气真的变很好，是真的啦，有很多好处啦。第一，空气越比较好；第二，就是又经济又省钱。其实开起来跟开汽油的时候也都差不多啦。说实在的啦，这样我是觉得这样就已经达到已经很好的效果了啦。
新版特区这边脚踏车道规划得非常好。 那骑起来也很安全、很舒适，所以我很喜欢在这边借脚踏车的人。它有提供安全帽，还有锁，那也可以这边借，然后 甲地借乙地还，比较方便啊，然后也节省能源嘛，省钱，然后也不会造成这个空气的污染，减少空气的污染。
良禽择木而栖，人类也一样，希望居住在舒服的环境。巴黎淡水是许多艺术家的首选，拥抱海景夕阳，还可以享受单车出游的乐趣，还有亲近山林的新店，坐拥河滨公园的大汉溪两岸，都是人们选择当台北县人的理由。低碳城市的政策所营造的美好环境，让台北县成为民众选择居所的首选，而不再是备位。
Welcome back. I'm Jason Blatt, and I'm here with the Magistrate of Taipei County and the Mayor of Stockholm. And now we're going to move along to another topic in carbon reduction. We know that the city of Stockholm has had a very successful experiment with a model community, the community of Hammarby Sjöstan. I hope I don't mispronounce the name of the community. Can you tell us, how has this community developed, and how have you used this to bring your success to other communities?
Yes, Hammarby Sjöstad. It's a project created by the city of Stockholm. It's not a government project. It was created with very high environmental goals in mind, and the city put very high demands on the construction companies. What was crucial was a holistic thinking where every aspect of the infrastructure, water, energy and waste management was integrated into the environmental plan. Let me give you a few examples. Wastewater is turned into biogas that is used for running buses, or for cooking in the district, for example. The combustible waste produced district heating and electricity. The organic waste becomes biofertilizer for farmers. Hammarby Sjöstad attracts many international visitors, politicians, city planners and companies every year. We have many visitors to Stockholm.
So it's been a great success.
Yes, yes, and we are very proud of it, because people who live there, they are very satisfied, they have a good living.
Now, Magistrate Joe, I know that in Taipei County we also have a very strict system for recycling combustible waste and kitchen waste, as we call it, 厨余, right?
厨余, right? Leftover.
Leftovers, yeah. Everything is recycled. But do we have something like what they have in Sweden with a model community? Do we have something like that going in Taipei County?
Yes, we are working with around 100 communities, try to reduce garbage, waste, leftover, also recycle, reuse, our policies to be applied in those communities. The most important thing is we work with them in daily life. From very early morning, we get up, use less water for the toilets, or you collect rainwater for the toilets, and use less power. If you don't use any appliance, unplug the appliance. Many detailed things, but many routine habits can be changed to save energy. Also, we encourage people to have convert those areas to be into garden areas and have green roof to protect the heat directly from sunlight. We don't have any heating problem, but we have hot easy here because we use a lot of air conditioners. Less air conditioners here, so less carbon dioxide emission. It's like daily life change, lifestyle change. We work with the communities. We found out we're doing pretty well now. And our goal is to reduce waste by 15% every year. So I don't know how many years can we do that, but that's our goal. And people are very cooperative.
Oh, good. Now, we know that in building a sustainable